Hey guys, right, quick video on disassembling Samsung U32J590UQU. So I got dead pixels on one side and I got a completely dead monitor. So I got two of these monitors. One has dead pixels on the right side and another one has got a cracked display. So I believe that it's dead pixels are not the panel itself. I believe that's the main board. I believe that's something to do with the chips and not the actual panel itself, because the panel looks in good condition. So I've got a few tools here and these are prying tools. So yeah, let's try to open it up. So I'm gonna do it from the bottom. And let me see, I haven't seen any tutorials on this, so this is why I'm gonna attempt to disassemble this. And once I actually feel something happening correctly, I'm gonna zoom in on it. So bear with me, because I've never done this before, because by the looks of it there's no screws on this at all. So I'm just finding initially what feels like is moving something, because this does not feel like it's moving. Yeah, no, I don't feel anything moving. I think I'm only feeling something at the bottom. Aha, got something. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this so you guys can see. I've got a bit of movement here, but which way is it? Okay, yeah, we have something. But now what? Oh, there we go, see? Okay, so first of all, I push it in like that. And then the other way around when there's like a little bit of space. So you see, got a bit of space here now. Aha, yeah, I see the clips here now. But maybe one way. Okay, so I think I want to, oh shit, you guys can't see. I think, yeah, I can see a clip here. I'm gonna point out where the clips are as well at the end. Just stick around. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one in there. I've got a few more of these. Let's try going to the another side. Got a bit of movement here as well. Might end up breaking this, but I mean, there we go. Got that here. See if I can keep it going somehow. Ugh. Oh. So the bottom is pretty much open now. But now how am I going to get to the side? Okay, let's leave this in there. One in here and one on the other end. And let's try to move to the side with another one. This is quite dodgy though. Maybe instead I'll leave the dodgy one in here and get the good one out. I think that makes sense. Oh. And I'm going to try to go into the side now. I think there's a clip here maybe. Side seems much tighter though. Don't want to break the frame. There we go, got something. It's very difficult, I think. But yeah, I think I need to push that way first. But now what? Do you think this will do anything, will it? Oh, it does actually a little bit. I need to find where the holes are, the slots. Really tough. What if I started off in the middle, maybe, because there's a bit of a bow in the middle, maybe that'll be a bit easier for me. But I think even this tool as well, it's quite screwed now. Okay, it's a bit more destructive using a Stanley. It's not a Stanley, a knife. But since I don't really care, as this is broken, I'm going to try using this. It's much thinner and is much easier to access areas. So I don't really care too much about the frame here. So let's try, see what happens. There we go. Okay, I've got something. And now to push / pull. There we go, I'm in. I am in. So now to be careful, and I think I want to push this tool in there. Okay, I don't want to push too much because that will break it, I think. Can you guys see well? Ah, see, it came out again. This is really annoying. I think once these two sides are done, the bottom side and the side, it should be much easier. Oh god, why is it much harder now to get in there? Maybe I want to do it. Okay. There we go. Now come on, stay in there. Ow! Oh, that's a deep cut. Don't know how. I'd cut it with the side of the blade. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going because I want to get this out over with. Even though I'm bleeding. There we go. Good, we've got a corner. And I can continue. Yep, see what I mean? It starts to pop off easier now. And I'm bleeding, yep. So now I'll do I want to do the top or the other side? Can I go into the top? The top might be a bit harder. Or will I struggle with this again? I'm going to put actually one of these tools in the corner to make sure it doesn't come undone. But yeah, it's just a matter of prying by the looks of it. So in the middle, make sure you guys can see. So to be honest, the blade that I'm using is rather bad because it's chipped. Not chipped as in like PlayStation chipped. but like dented. There we go, I'm in. Now I'm going to insert one of these tools again whilst I bleed out. There we go. There we go. Right, now can we get the top off easily, please? There we go. Or is the top going to be difficult as well? I think it will be. I think I have to do the same principle. Oh, that's not bad actually. One side's done. Or one side of a corner is done, I mean. Okay, there we go, we got it off. Look how basic this inside is. So now that it's soft, we can just, actually before I do anything, I'm gonna point out where all the clips are. So it goes like this. So make sure you guys can see everything. Okay, the clips. Here, two. Wait a minute, this doesn't look right, does it? Oh, yeah. We're not looking at these. Not looking at these at the back. Looking at this from the side, so. And where did it go in? Yeah, so we're not looking at what goes in this. We want to look at the side. So from the side, there's one here. One here, one here. Now these aren't clips, are they? This is something different. Oh, okay, I see. So the holes are in this, again from the side, and you can see it here. Let me just increase the exposure a little bit. Okay, there. So the hook holes are here, 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 and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the hooks are at this side, inside here. Not this, it's the actual frame outside, obviously, actually. And from the sides, it would be, so it would be like that. But I'm gonna try to orientate myself differently, so mirror it. But they look symmetrical, so the holes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they're not symmetrical, they're flipped. But yeah, I'm gonna just do my best to show you here like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same as the bottom. And the other side will be the same as the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yep. That's it. So now I'm going to turn the camera off and do the other monitor the exact same. So I got access to the main board, and all I'm going to do is just switch the main boards and see if we can get this panel's right pixels to show up, because I think it's the main board. I think the panel is fine. So before I open this one up, I thought I'd take a video of what's going on with this. So let's connect this HDMI, and obviously I can see I turned it on, and it is displaying a video, but a very cracked video, because as you can see the monitor is clearly cracked. And yeah, so we've got a HDMI signal, but oh, it's doing that. Hold on a second. Okay, so we've got see, the pixels work here, but clearly it's smashed. Let's see what a hairdryer does, shall we? Which probably won't do nothing. It doesn't matter. Basically, it is dead, as you can see. So yeah, but the pixels work. So I think the main board is doing its job, because I think the pixel sections is depending on the main board. So yeah, I'm gonna tear this out and take the main board out. So I removed the main board from the monitor with the cracked display, because I believe this main board won't have the dead pixels. But I don't want to use this back plate because it has scratches, but it has the correct serial number. So I'm going to use this to heat up the sticker and then peel it off. So basically this one has a little scratch. You see, that just brings the sticker up easily, because I think it's the main board that carries the serial number inside the operating system. Okay, so this is the bad back plate that has a scratch on it. Good plate with the correct serial number for the new motherboard. Well, it's not a new motherboard, but I believe the motherboard functions correctly. And there we go. You won't even be able to tell that the serial number has been, or the sticker has been moved. And now I'll put that aside and get the monitor that has the good display but dead pixels, and all we have to do is just, there's no even screws that hold this main board in place, so it's very easy actually. Just disconnect these connectors. Ow. Lift this and then move that, and so that is, I believe, the dodgy one. And I believe this is the good one. And now, which place was it in? Okay, this is something that I should have actually maybe tracked. Where was it in? What exact area? That I do not know. This is not very good. I think there's little slots, I think, there. Yeah, on the side, I believe. Yeah. So for alignment, in the plastics, there is little stop point there and stop point there that these won't be able to go past. The sticker back on. Plug back in, and before I put the panel back on, I'm gonna give this a test. So let's give this a test. Let's plug, actually I'm gonna put isopropyl alcohol away first. Let's plug the HDMI in. Actually, I'm gonna flip this around. And fingers crossed that it will work. Ooh, before I break it again or further. HDMI is in, and the power supply, we hear that connection. Let's connect the power supply, and let's oh, that's not good. Oh, the fuck me, that was a bad idea. No, the pixels are still dead. Okay, so what else could it be? So it's not the main board. Wonder what else it could be. Let me have a look. So yeah, be careful as you flip it over, because you saw what just happened to me. Disconnect that. Disconnect the HDMI. Okay, I'm insisting that that the display panel is fine, but I think there might be some other boards in here that we can replace. So let's try. So let's lift this up, and I just want to unscrew this and see what's in here. There might be another little control board. So remember, this is the good monitor. Good monitor, good main board, I believe. Good display panel at least, I believe. But let's keep going. Might be wrong, I might be right, and I just want to see what kind of. I think there's another main board in here. I'm very sure. So I don't know what. It's probably not called the main board, but let's see what it is. Okay, that's lifted. See, we've got something else here. So let's disconnect that. Since I've got two of these monitors, it makes it super easy for me to just replace. I do not want to disconnect that, so instead I'm going to disconnect it here. And just see if I can lift that. Oh, that is the actual, the whole oh, that is connected. That looks like it's soldered onto the panel. So I don't think I can replace that. That's part of the panel itself by the looks of it. Yeah. Anything I could do? So probably one of these lanes is dead somehow. It's got to be something to do with this, but I assume that I can't just remove it, can I? Let's disconnect it. So remember, this is good again. This one's good. Remove it, and I'm going to try to lift it up. Gonna try to lift it. So I'm going to push, actually get rid of the screws, move them aside, and I'm going to try to lift it from the front. Yeah, see? Because maybe these are removable, we don't know. So I'm going to try to hold it like that. Move the frame out the way. And let's see, I'm gonna, is it worth unscrewing? Let's just try. Let's just try unscrewing. There's one screw here. I mean, I don't need to show you this, guys. There's just plain screws that you can unscrew here. I just want to see basically if any of these connectors are removable or they're all soldered on. But this frame looks like it's like shut. How is this held in place? I think it's soldered on or something. I don't think it's removable. Oh, there we go. I've got something. Oh, they're like clips, I think. So let's get a different screwdriver bit. I'm going to use a flathead. And so the screws were here, here, and here. But in between, like here, there we go, you see that? You see that? That was like a clip. Same here. I think you need to push away. Yep, see? But then I think I've got to do the sides as well to actually get access to them. Oh, but this is a bit easier, this one, I think. Remember, I'm not too bothered about this because these are broken, not fully functional, so I don't have to be too precious about them. They weren't going to get binned, but instead I'm taking them with me, trying to see if I can do something because I enjoy tech. Okay, here we go, we've got something. Oh, there might be screws here at the top side, so let's turn it around. I think I'll just change the screwdriver bit. Yep, there's one here, and there's only two at the top side, but the same screws. 1 and 2. It might be tricky to put back together actually when I finish this. But why not, you know? There we go, the whole frame is off. Now, will we have access to removing those clips? Or they're gonna be soldered on or something? Nah, yeah, they're soldered on. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Basically, the monitor is not really repairable for me. I'm not a professional, I'm just like DIYist. So what else can I do? Nothing really. I could try changing the cables. But let's try reassembling this, huh? So where were we? We've got yep. We've got 2, what's it called? Screws. They go here. There we go, that's good. And let's screw them back in. Change the screwdriver bit. One here. One here. Get the clips back in place. Give them a little push as well so they don't want to come off. Turn it around. Maybe let you guys see where the screws are as well. Even though if you get to the stage you will probably see the screws anyway, it's not like they're difficult to see. But it gives you a glimpse into what you'll need to do if you're just watching this to prepare for a repair. Prepare for a repair. And one more screw here. But hey, you never know, like after doing stuff like this, it might just work. You know what I could also do? I could actually heat up this board like you're almost putting it into a frying pan. Not a frying pan, like into the oven for like a GPU fix. So I'll try that, but before I do that, I will change the cables. And I'm just pushing these pins, not pins, like holders, in there to their original position. Okay, I think that's done. And now we can put, what can we put? This. Let's put this back on. Oh. So yeah, we want to have access to that. Yeah, it's just that. Rather simple. Actually no, before I do that, I wanna give it another test. So the way I'll do that is I'm just gonna plug it back in right now, because I want to see if me messing around with all this done anything, which it probably hasn't, but it doesn't hurt to have a quick check, because to be honest, I had fixes like this before where I just move things around and all of a sudden they work. But now I've got to be careful with this, because remember the first time I moved it a bit too much. I flipped it over and it kind of fell. So you guys are not going to see, because I'm trying to be careful here. So I'm just going to turn this on and I'm going to look from the underside. And nope. Yeah, and it's 10 times worse. I cracked the screen. For the lols. Oh well, who cares? These are dead anyway. So yeah, I cracked the screen. But you know what? Since this was just for the video anyway, I am going to keep trying to figure out where the problem was. Okay, so I cracked the screen. No big deal. I made oh, it's weird, you can fix it just by moving it around, but who cares, that doesn't matter, because these were dead anyway. So yeah, what was I gonna do? I'm gonna heat up, but yeah, wait, I need to make sure you guys see this. So you can see that the left is obviously, the left pixels are still dead. So let's change the cables first, because this is for the video basically, so just to see if I can find a fix, which I probably won't. Oh, that's for the controller, so well, you never know. It doesn't know how to change that. Okay, new what's it called? Button. And before, yeah, I want to change one cable at a time, because I want to know if it does fix it, which it probably won't. What fixed it? Let's plug this in here. And power supply. And I'm going to show you guys if anything. Nope, still the same. So I've got two cables left. Oh. I'm working so dodgy. Like, can you see, guys? No, you can't, because I'm working in a very, very dodgy manner. I want to show you guys that. Oh, just take my word for it. It's not what that hasn't fixed it. Okay, new cable. Where the 10 goes, 10 in here. Okay, put the power back on. See if we've got anything. Nope, exact same. Left pixels are all dead. And the last thing is the main board to the actual panel, which this could be a possibility of a fix. and I don't know how to actually remove this cable. Okay. So here guys, I think this is something that might be useful to you. Oh. Wait, before I show it to you properly, I want to figure out how I did it. Okay, there we go. Now this might be important in case you do want to replace this cable. So let's zoom in a bit. So we have this here, and we want to push these in, and don't pull this whole connector. So look, I'm going to push and hold this main board and gently side to side rock it. See, we've got the cable out. Get this cable out and lift this prong and eject. And I'm going to get the other cable. Okay, so I got another cable. Let's plug it back in with the same method. Hold them together and slide and gently rock it. Yeah, see? In. And now we can limit it for space. So let's go back on the wide. And the way I'm going to stick this down is I'm going to make this flat, and then stick it down. And lift this little plate and push it back in. Shut it down. And then power supply, just to see if, you never know, might have fixed it. And then wait for the power. Nope, the exact same. So the last resort is some heat on the LED panel's main board, or whatever it's called. So we've got board here and we've got some PCB board here, so I don't know what does what, but this I assume controls the panel, and I assume since the dead pixels are here, it must be this row that is dodgy. So because that, as far as I know, this is how like panels work. They work in rows or something. So I'm just going to apply some heat, and at the same time I'm going to watch from the back. I'll let you guys know if anything, if we have any. Nope, nothing. Nope, nothing. Okay, I give up with it. So now, to put it back together. It's a bit warm now, and got a cable here that will go into the previous one. So let's get this back on. Screw it back together. then the actual frame itself. Now, does the orientation matter? I think it does. I can't tell. Can't tell if there's an up and down. I assume it will give me a problem if it doesn't go in. So I'm just gonna... Okay, I think there's an LED indicator here. Is that an LED? What is that? Quite curious what this thing is. There's a little... oh yeah, that is the LED indicator, because this is where the controller goes. So yeah, there is a up and down. So where the little clear bit is. Also, what I think broke the actual snap the panel, what made it crack, is maybe me putting the weight on like this. So yeah, lesson learnt. Yeah, there definitely is the LED, but where did the light come from? Okay, yeah, the light gets emitted from this little here. Very, very little diode. And that needs to align to these slots here. These slots go inside these slots. So this, I'm going to remove the sticker and then push it in. Okay. And this, where was this? Gonna lift this up. Try to remember. I think, yeah, like that. Something like that. Okay, that'll do. I am going to do the exact same to the other monitor to make sure I'm not missing any pieces. Okay, time to insert it back in. So, one thing that we need to be aware of, that this is quite loose. So we need to make sure that what keeps them in place. So like, I think it's these little knobs that keep it in place and from shifting. This, and that, because obviously we'll have connectors here and we can't have them be moved. And we also need to be aware of this button here. So, right, let's just click it, I guess. Hopefully the reassemble's okay. Oh, got an issue here with reassembly. Do I want to continue or? No, there's something wrong here. It's protruding outwards, this area, so I don't want to push it back in. Let's raise it back up. And why is it doing that? Not good. Oh, shut it. It's a bit easier to open up now that I know how it functions. So I'm going to try to push it like that upon clicking it in place. Just a bit awkward. Yeah, that doesn't look right at all. No. I am rushing it a little bit. But like, I'm not sure why it's doing it like that. So let's declick it. Okay, right, so this side was being dodgy. Why was that? I can't tell. I was thinking maybe this pins. Aha, it is, I'm right, yeah. It's because these won't click back in place. So good thing I spotted that. So I'm going to check the frame, the metal frame, make sure it's clicked in place. Right, it looks okay now, so let's try this again. Right, hopefully. Let's try it with the... Still protruding out. It's not good. Why is it protruding out still? Okay, so let's check the back side of this instead. So remember, it's the hooks that go inside. Maybe if I just push it further, so it's these areas, right? Maybe if I push it further, so it's protruding out because it hasn't hooked onto them yet. So obviously it would. Okay, so let's just try to push it further. Maybe it's supposed to protrude out like that. Until you could click it in place. Nope. What if I push it? Oh, it's really giving me a hard time, these. No. Wow. Can't think why. What am I doing wrong? Do I need to push this maybe in further? This metal thing. Oh, to be very careful so I don't stab myself. I mean, it should go in, shouldn't it? What's this metal? What's that for? Hook, hook. So it's these hooks that it needs to go into. What if I turn it at an angle and you know what, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not sure why it's doing this, but it's still protruding out. Let's have a look at it from the front. Let's just see if I can reassemble the other monitor fine. Okay, so that's the other monitor. And let's see if this one clicks back in place. But before I do that, I'm just going to check that. Oh, I didn't undo this frame, this metal frame, so this one shouldn't be a problem. But this is aligned, this is aligned. So let's give it a try. So the problem on the other one was this side. So and this one has no problems at all. Let's go for the bottom. Yep, this one reassembled perfectly. So, yep. And just for the fun of it, let's plug each one in again, see if we made any progress, which I doubt. The only progress we made is like you guys get an inside glimpse of how to disassemble and how to get inside parts. So, which doesn't hurt, which is quite useful I think for some people. So let's connect the HDMI. Let's put it on the front. And let's connect the power. Now it's easier to put it on the back so you guys can see, because I got the back plate on, so it's easier to access things. Yep, as expected, like this was already dead. I mean, some areas work, but this panel doesn't. So obviously, I wanted to get the bottom of the main board, which controls areas of the panel, I believe, but it was soldered on, so couldn't do anything about that. And let's just try the other one. And here's the other ones, the one I just freshly broke or cracked, and technically made West. What do we have? Yep, so that's the new crack with the left being like that. And I killed the bottom as well. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you learn how to break your monitors. Good times. If you like this video, subscribe, comment. If you hate this video, tell me how bad of a job I did repairing this. Take care guys, thanks for watching.